Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to check out the Apocalypse Scorpion. We'll look at the plant really fast and come back and we'll try this thing out. Alright, this is the Apocalypse Scorpion. Got one pretty good looking pheno right here. Pretty gnarly looking, scary. We'll pick this one and we'll try it out. Okay, so we looked at the plant, we looked at the pod. I'll give you another up close look at this thing. It's pretty gnarly looking. Pretty scary. Almost looks like a squid or something. Kind of crazy. The phenos were kind of all over. This was definitely the best looking one. More Apocalypse Scorpion looking. So this plant was overwintered. It didn't do anything last year. I put it in the hoop house and it did pretty good. It didn't get very big or anything, but it put off a fair amount of pods. But let's chop this puppy open and take a look at the inside. I forgot my cutting board. It actually has a huge pile of peppers laying on top of it right now that need to be de-seeded. Lots of oil. Look at that oil. Wow. As I leaned over this, I could feel the fumes hit my eyes. Wow. Very oily. Thin-walled. Smells like a scorpion. All right, I'm not gonna waste any time. Just gonna go right in for the kill. Well, I'm the one getting killed, not the pepper. And I'm not gonna have very much. I just tried a Primo Tally for the first time the day before yesterday, and dude, it was a smaller piece than this little tiny thing, I think, and it tore me up bad. I had to escape to my happy place. Flavor's pretty good on this. Heat's building. I mean, it was immediately heat, but it's building even now. Mostly in my throat. The flavor's good though. The flavor was kind of like, I mean, it's what you expect from a scorpion. It was kind of sweet and, you know, kind of had that super hot flavor that you get from scorpions. And, you know, it was pretty good. The heat is pretty good. Nothing compared to a Primo Tally, to be honest. I'm actually surprised that I'm not getting more burnt up right now than I am. Some gnarly looking seeds. Gonna get out of the way. I'll try another bite. It's pretty hot. It's mostly like back of the throat. It's kind of even though. It's kind of like, it's on my tongue a bit. Not too bad. It's not too stingy though. I can feel it on my tongue though. And it's in the back of my throat. I'm surprised I'm not hurting real bad. I gave this to one of my friends who will, you know, eat a whole Carolina Reaper. If you hand it to him and say, hey, eat the whole thing. You don't even have to try very hard to talk him into it. He'll just eat the whole thing. I gave him an Apocalypse Scorpion. He told me, man, that was hot. So I'm sure if I ate the whole thing, or even half, I'd be pretty tore up. But usually I just take little bits off peppers and test them, and from that little tiny piece that I usually have one or two pieces, I'll judge the heat and flavor off those. Because I'm just not a whole pod, not even half a pod kind of guy. But I'm gonna say the heat. My tolerance is probably up. But, you know, even so, if a Primo Tally is a 9.5, this is definitely way below that. I'd say like 6. But the flavor's pretty good. Flavor's like, I'd say the flavor is like 7, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's 6 for heat, 7 on flavor. Now this is, you know, maybe this pod is kind of a fluke. And other pods are hotter. You know, how that can happen. Some, you know, off the same plant, one pod is not too bad, and the other pod you pick and you eat or try some, and it's really hot. Good pod all the way around, though. Definitely saving seeds. Definitely going to grow this again next year, hopefully. You know, I'm hoping I have the space. You know, everything's kind of up in the air. I don't know how much space, you know, that I'm going to have to grow, but I'm hoping and believing that it'll be a nice size. It may not be as big as this hoop house right here, but I already know of someone who's offered me access to their greenhouse, so things are already looking up. Yeah, that's a good pod. This is the Apocalypse Scorpion. Really cool looking pod, a really scary, fierce looking thing too. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm the Obsessive Gardener, and I am out of here.